This hearing is now resumed, and I welcome representatives from the Registered Organisation Commission. Would you like to make an opening statement?
Chair,
Minister.
I'll be making an opening statement.
Oh, thank you.
Chair, during the dinner break, I sought further assurances from my staff. I have just been advised that without my knowledge, one staff member in my office, in the course of discussions with journalists, indicated that he had received information.
Senators,
Questions.
some commentary that would be better outside.
Sorry?
Have you got a question of the Minister?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I have.
Minister.
So, Minister, why did it take all of today and 5 rebuttals of questions to get to this situation? Why couldn't you have found this out before you misled the Senate?
Senator Cameron, serious questions to be answered in relation to
point of order.
whether
Where is he
or
going to try and
not
deflect
these
this?
donations
Point of order.
were properly
Chair,
authorised.
point of order.
Point of order, Senator Cameron.
On relevance, I didn't ask anything about the Leader of the Opposition. I've asked the Minister about why, on 5 occasions, did she mislead the Senate,
Senator Cameron.
and why it took so long. That's all I've asked.
Senator Cameron, that is actually not a point of order. You asked the question.
Advised during the dinner break, my staff member has resigned.
Thank you. Mr. Michaelia.
Chair, I also have questions.
Sorry, Senator Rand, just to confirm.
To the Minister.
Minister, yes.
Minister, you said I have full faith in my staff. Considering a staff person has come to you and explained what has happened, do you have full faith in your staff? Have you questioned your staff? How are you going ahead making such statements when you've got one staff who's now gone? How do you know that other staff didn't do it as well?
I have sought assurances from my staff and
so
one
have you
staff
questioned
member,
all your staff?
Senator Rhiannon,
one
Minister
staff
answer.
member has come forward and advised as I have stated. He has resigned.
You initially said that one staff person approached you. Are you now saying that you have questioned all your staff?
I have questioned all relevant staff, yes.
Or relevant staff? What does relevant staff mean?
Well, I haven't spoken to the DLOs.
Well, considering you've built a career on lying and there's been 5 lies tonight.
Senator Rhiannon, that is highly inappropriate to say to the Minister. So what I would ask before we continue on any further, we have managed to get through almost to the dinner break with a great deal of mutual courtesy in this and without people talking and yelling all over each other. Given that this, for the rest of the evening, I imagine it is going to be quite a contentious topic and subject, I would ask all senators here to still respect each other and also show courtesy to the Minister and to the officials. Now, that's not to say that you can't ask robust questioning, but you've started already talking over each other and talking over the Minister. So if you ask the Minister or an official a question, please allow them to answer it and show some degree of courtesy. And I would ask senators not to talk over each other because we've already had senators yelling over the top of each other. So Senator Rhiannon.
So could you explain?
Point of order, Chair.
Yeah,
point of order. That should be withdrawn. Senator Rhiannon said that the Minister has built a career on lying. That is an outrageous personal slur and attack. And frankly, Senator Rhiannon, not something I've typically heard from you, and unlike you, and I think it should be withdrawn.
Senator Rhiannon, would you withdraw that accusation?
I will.
And
I withdraw the accusation. I ask the Minister to explain the situation with her staff, considering 5 times she answered a question very specifically, and now she comes with a very different explanation of how she was conducting herself earlier.
Senator Rhiannon, that was my knowledge at the time. During the dinner break, I have spoken with staff and I have been advised, as I stated, that without my knowledge, one staff member in my office, in the course of discussions with journalists, indicated that he had received information that a raid may take place. I am advised that this information came from a media source.
One of your staff being advised by a media source, it means there's a leak either in Rock, the federal police, or your staffer is not telling you the truth. how can you be sure that this staff person who lied to you today is now telling the truth?
On at least 5 occasions, you had advised this committee that neither you nor anyone from your office advised the media of this raid before it occurred. So, one example. So, Minister, did you or your office of the department advise any other person about the raid? No, as I said, I literally watched it on the television unfold myself. Did your office advise any journalist about any issues arising from this last night? I'd need to speak with my office, but I don't believe so, no. So did any ministerial office staff know about the raid and tell anyone about the raid before it commenced? No, Senator Cameron, I watched it unfold on the television. I'm asking about your office. I have full faith in my staff. So every one of those statements that you made to the Senate was not correct.
That is incorrect. That was my knowledge at the time. Information came from a media source. I was not aware of it at the time and was not aware of it earlier today in estimates.
Yeah.
Sorry, Senator Farrell.
There is a very simple procedure
Senator
here
Farrell.
with the Westminster system.
Senator Farrell, you know that you have to seek the
Minister Cash, and you have to resign.
suspending-
You have to
no,
take.
no, no,
you
no
have
point
to
of
take
order.
responsibility
The
for
meeting
what
is
has happened
suspended for a
here.
private meeting.
This has been an outright